So then guys, we've just had the announcement of the brand new MacBook Airs, the 13 and 15 inch with an M3 inside of it. And we're going to be getting the likes of the new MacBook Air the end of this week on March 8th. Well, that's the earliest you can get your hands on one. It's all very exciting that we finally got the M3 inside of that. But there is another device that we were quite excited to see around this time of year that should also be getting an M3 inside of it. And that is the 11 and also the new 13-inch iPad Pro. The big question is, well, where are they? Apple have just announced these new MacBooks for the 13 and 15 inch, and yet we were expecting new iPad Pros. You know me, I've been telling you for months now that we were expecting to see them around about March sort of time, and yet Apple have just done their press time sort of release here, and you know, we only got MacBooks. You're probably thinking, what a joke. Where are these iPads? Well, I think, to be honest, they're not that far away. And to be deadly honest, we've actually had leaks come in recently. And if you can see here from Marc Gurman, he actually said we were actually expecting to get MacBooks and also iPads around about March time for their actual release. And at the end of the day, looking at the calendar today when this video is going up, it's March 5th. We've still got like another 26 days of March left. So there's still the opportunity for iPad Pros and also, I'm going to say, the iPad Air to come along too. I think Apple have actually on purposely separated this out, that we actually have had the MacBook Airs come out first of all, because these are MacBooks. They're a whole sort of its own line of product and generation. And then also the iPads, they're their own separate product too. So I'm still expecting something to happen probably in March or April time to see that release. But the big question is, well, if they are going to come out in March or April time, when is it most likely to be? Well, I'll tell you this now, guys. These are my own predictions of when I think it might come out in March time. And I am going to say that these are my own predictions. And that is the key word there, prediction. This does not mean in solid proof that if I get this date wrong, that, you know, you come back on here and go, oh, you were wrong there then, weren't you? This is just me guessing, and I'm going to say that word, guessing, based on information what Apple have done in the past. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is the actual first theory to work out if we're going to get any iPads, say, next week or so. Well, the way how I like to determine this is I call this the Marc Gurman theory. And you heard me right there, the Marc Gurman theory. Marc Gurman in the past has actually told us that he actually looks at other products to see if the times and dates of products are actually slipping out so that we're going to expecting a brand new product in. Because at the end of the day, Apple will be slowing down the production line of a product, the older one, and then ramping up the new product instead in those same factories, most likely. So this is probably going to be the same case here with the iPads. But if you have a look here, this is the iPad Pro, for example, and you can see here, if I go through all the options and everything and pick it, you can still see here with a US zip code, I can still get this product today to pick it up, or it will be shipped out tomorrow and that will be with me tomorrow. So that means there's no delays there. And the same with the iPad Air. I've done exactly the same, and as you can see, I can still get an iPad Air tomorrow or even today. So there's nothing going on strange there. So it doesn't look like that they're ramping up productions or slowing down productions on any models at the moment. So it doesn't mean in my head, or the Marc Gurman theory way, that anything new is coming today or tomorrow or within the next week or so. But there is one thing I can promise that is going to be happening in the next 2 weeks, and you heard me right there, 2 weeks time, and that is this. It is the MacBook Air giveaway that I am doing on this channel right now. So you heard me right there, guys. For the first time, I'm telling you now, the giveaway announcement is going to be in about 2 weeks time from now for this MacBook Air. It's no ordinary MacBook Air. This is a spec'd up M2 MacBook Air, the 13-inch model. And what this actually has inside is 512 gigabytes of storage. We've also got the most spec'd up M2 chipset, and also we've got 16 gigabytes of RAM inside this MacBook Air, and I'm going to be giving it out to one lucky subscriber in a couple of weeks time. And there's still a chance to get your hands maybe on this MacBook Air. All you need to do to enter into this giveaway is put down in the comments below of what Apple technology or what technology you're planning to buy in 2024. And if you are brand new here, or if you haven't subscribed to this channel already, make sure you do that, because like I said, in a couple of weeks I'll be announcing all the details behind the MacBook Air and when we're actually going to be announcing who the winner is. So you don't want to miss out on that, so make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. And also guys, just want to quickly say, sadly there are still lots of scammers and spammers out there. Some people still impersonating myself, telling you to Telegram them, WhatsApp me, part with money for shipping. This is not me at all. I'll be paying for the shipping, taxes, and as you heard me already, I'll be doing the announcement on the channel. Please do ignore these people, or better still, as you can see here, please do report them. So then, the big question is, when will we get our hands possibly, remember that key word there guys, remember you can't hold me to it, because I said these are my own predictions, and I'm going to keep my word to that, so you know this is not going to be definitely happening. When could we see it? Well, based on old information, I'm going to take you back to last year. At the end of last year, we actually had the M3 MacBook event and also the iMac 2. But 2 weeks just before that, Apple announced the brand new Apple Pencil, as you can see here, on October 17th. This was exactly 2 weeks before when they did a press release for their new Apple Pencil. It is very, very possible that in 2 weeks' time from now, we could actually see the brand new Apple event actually happening, or basically a media press event for the new iPads. This essentially means that this sort of press release event thing for the new iPads, or even just an announcement on Apple's website, will be on March 18th. Now, like I said to you guys, don't hold me to that, but it's a good idea that this could possibly happen. Apple could do the same here. In fact, we had the same thing earlier in the summer last year too. At the end of May 2024, we actually got Logic Pro, and we also got Final Cut Pro, Pro software apps for the iPad, and Apple did a press release for that, but yet 2 weeks later it was WWDC 2024, and it's very, very likely that Apple again could be doing something similar this time again. You can see where my theory is going here. They sort of do a mini announcement and then they do a big announcement, and it could be exactly the same thing. And this is just my guess on this, especially as we said at the beginning that Marc Gurman believes that these new products are going to be coming out at the end of March time or beginning of April time, and it just makes sense if you see what I mean. Like I've said already in multiple videos on my channel, I do expect that the iPad Pro and the iPad Air to come out at the same time. And as you've probably heard already, I've said that the iPad Pro with the M3 chipset is going to be a new design. We've had new designs coming in here, new schematics. It's going to be a thinner iPad Pro. And also the iPad Air is going to get the M2 chipset. And we're also going to get a 12.9-inch model of that as well. So there's a lot to look forward to with those new iPads coming out, possibly near the end of this month, or coming out maybe beginning of April time. I think the main thing to take away though from this video is that the iPads have not been forgotten, and don't worry, we're not going to be waiting until like October time for the new iPads to come out. They are still just around the corner and they will be coming very, very soon. It just seems like Apple just wants to roll out the MacBook Air first of all with the M3 chipset, and then the iPad Pro and the iPad Air a little bit later on. And to be deadly honest, there's nothing wrong with that, so they are still on its way. But personally, I'd love to know your thoughts on this too. Do you think this is a possibility, what I've said today, or do you think that it could be coming at a different date altogether? I would love to know your thoughts in the comments below. And with that as well, guys, it's time to wrap up this video. So if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button, and also say to hear the latest Apple news, reviews and comparisons. Please also make sure you subscribe to this channel and also hit the notification bell. Until next time, guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.